Good old Joe. He would never lead us astray or down the wrong path. He wouldn't hire anybody who's corrupt to be in a place of political power at all. He's done so well so far. Wait! This dude got his massive wealth from profiteering in what? Biden recently appointed somebody into office that even liberals are starting to slam him about. Good old Joe. That dude would never lead us down the wrong path, nor hire any corrupt/bad person as our chief of staff. He's just done so well so far. Who is this newly appointed chief of staff, you ask? Why, it's none other than Jeff Zients. Such a swell guy. He made his $443 million profit off investing in companies which deceived the American people and benefited from their sickness. Aww. He probably accumulated the majority of his wealth while he was the COVID response coordinator. That helped us out so well, didn't it? Addictions, mental health issues, and sickness are arguably at a higher rate than they ever have been the past few years. So how could he have done any better? For those of you that don't know what the chief of staff is, one, the most senior appointed political official in the White House, and two, has daily contact with the US president, plus control of the executive office. That's a pretty powerful / influential role for somebody to be appointed to, don't you think? Then why is Joe appointing someone who seems to be corrupt and has arguably been proven to be profiteering off Americans and the healthcare system?
We beat Pharma this year! We beat Pharma this year!
Also, isn't his connection with big tech a little peculiar too? Americans are aghast at how much social media companies have built monopolies and violated privacy laws. Wonder why that is. Zients served on the board of directors of Facebook as it was defending itself against growing attacks from both political parties. It doesn't really seem like Zients has the grade A seal of approval that we'd expect from our chief of staff, or rather, really, any White House staff member, does he? Before that, Zients helped oversee two healthcare companies embroiled in Medicare and Medicaid fraud allegations, which they put tens of millions to settle. This week on Deconstructed, Intercept reporter Daniel Boguslaw and the American Prospect's Robert Kuttner joined Ryan Grimm to discuss Zients' past in the world of for-profit healthcare. Zients is also a former Facebook board member, worrying progressives pushing for the administration to rein in Silicon Valley. Even liberals aren't too happy, and that should say something in 2023. Progressive watchdogs have pointed to Zients' disastrous tenure as the administration's coronavirus czar, as well as history in the corporate world, where he built a fortune investing in healthcare companies accused of fraud. How does this man seem like a good person to bring into such a position of influence and power? Doesn't really seem like a good fit, does it? You know what is good though? When you guys hit that like button or smash the subscribe button. When you guys do this, it does help us to get further up in that YouTube algorithm to let other people know about the corruption that's going on within our systems here in the world and within our American government here in the US, and helps other people to understand that it's okay to think independently of these systems and to question these things and to speak out against it. But with that being said though, let's go ahead and hop right back on into the video. How does it not seem like the political left has alliances with big business, big pharma, big tech companies, and mainstream media, is corrupt and trying to control a certain narrative so that way they can centralize power, plus keep making money in ways to support their lavish lifestyles in unethical ways? Honestly, how can you be surprised when they do stuff like this anymore? It's been happening so much over the past 2 to 3 years that it's really hard to ignore. Joe Biden and his buddies in the left wing are just more corrupt politicians who want nothing but to make money and to line their pockets and shit to support their lavish lifestyles and their buddies over in Silicon Valley and big business, etc. all over the place. The Revolving Door Project's Daniel Boguslaw and Max Moran wrote for the American Prospect last year that Zients, who was replaced as COVID-19 response coordinator back in April, has controlled, invested in, and helped oversee healthcare companies that were forced to pay tens of millions of dollars to settle allegations of Medicare and Medicaid fraud. How can we trust these people when they seem to do things like this, seemingly want to control the spread of information and police it to promote a certain agenda or narrative and make buttloads of money off of fucking over the average Joe who they're supposed to work for and help with their buddies in big tech, big business, big pharma, etc. They're fucking over we, the people, as they're living it up in their lavish, extravagant lifestyles while we sit here and fucking suffer generally. More and more all the time. Like, it's extremely obvious right now. It's gonna get even more obvious in the future. Just this year, you will see it pretty well, honestly. And it's only gonna get even worse in the future if we just keep dealing with this shit. Especially with things like these climate lockdowns we talked about in one of our previous videos that are supposed to be trial ran in 2024, just over in Oxfordshire and other places in Europe. It's starting to seem like we're getting closer and closer to a Hunger Games type society. We'll be in the districts whilst Joe plus his elite buddies are living up in the capital if we keep allowing this shit to happen. But that's enough about what I think. What do you guys think? My adoring tribe members, new viewers, etc. Let me know what you guys think about Mike Zients and if he's a good person to be appointed chief of staff, or if you think he's just another corrupt, shitty fucking politician in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear it. Or if you think the opposite, let me know. I'm open-minded here, and that's how we are on this channel. I want to hear you guys' opinions on whether or not you think these people are even really good to be put in these positions of power to help govern us or to help us actually as they're supposed to work for us. Now, if you guys did make it to the end of this video, go and leave the word profiteering in the comment section down below to let me know that you made it to the end and you guys are part of the 100% club. Now, if you guys want a more interactive experience with us, come join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on stream or on Twitch for video games, dark humor memes, conspiracy talks, and good vibes. We'd love to have more people hopping in there and, you know, chatting up with us while we're having that experience. The more the merrier, you know? Also, feel free to join us on our Discord, where we have discussions like this, talk about spiritual topics, share dark humor memes, and again, good vibes and just a sense of community. We do movie/weeb night every other Friday, so we'll be doing it this coming Friday, where we watch things like documentaries on how Hitler actually didn't kill himself, and their CIA and FBI and other intelligence communities from across the world's investigations on it, anime, cartoons, movies, etc. It's a grand old time, and we'd love to have more people for those events. Check out my Facebook page and my Instagram if you guys want more updates on videos coming out, streams, and a whole bunch of other stuff too, like events. But nonetheless though, my dudes, I do appreciate you guys very much for being here, and thank you to all 123 badass motherfuckers of the Z Tribe. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and as usual, please don't forget to live long and prosper, take care and peace, keep it 1,000,000% real, and remember, fuck the system. I'll see you guys on the flip side. You!